In this video, we're going to talk about the 3 mindset shifts that are required to achieve a decent physical transformation. Why am I qualified to share that information with you today is because I've been on my own fitness journey for the last 8 years. I built that physique, and even in the past I was working as an engineer, 9 to 5 job, corporate job. I had a knee injury at some point, and that was a very painful moment of my life, but it never stopped me from actually pushing my limits and build the physique. I help a lot of guys achieve a decent physical transformation. And with my experience, I felt like I cracked the code for fitness. I see a lot of guys when they want to get in shape, they start looking at workout plans, diet plans, and somehow they're always facing something in their life that stops them from staying consistent. And they feel like the answer is going to be from changing the plan, changing the diet. And after working with a lot of guys, I realized that most of them are missing mindset shift. We all can start having a lot of motivation, having that hype in the beginning. All of them we have that, I guarantee, and it's not information that you're missing because we are in 2026. This is the age of information. Everything is available to you out there. ChatGPT, Google, YouTube, everything is free on top of that. But ask yourself, why you haven't made that transformation yet, despite having all of the information that you need. It's because what you're not gonna find out there is what mental change you need to make at first before embracing the journey. The plan is not the problem. The problem for most guys is mindset. It's like your perception of fitness. It's like, what is the story that you tell yourself in your head? And if you're not making those changes first with your mindset, if you don't flip certain switches in your head, you're always gonna be wasting your time looking at different plans, looking at different diets. And guys, of course, there's a lot of mindset shift that you have to make, but I feel like those 3 I'm gonna share with you today are great starting points. And fortunately, I was able to build that mindset with my journey because something with me is I never gave up. I failed a lot. I tried different workouts, different diets. And, I kept pushing. For me, persistence was one of the biggest skills that I developed in this journey. And some of guys just can't make it. But if you adopt those mindset shifts I'm going to share with you, and if you realize that, okay, this is how you need to see your next journey, this is how you need to approach fitness, I guarantee the game will be easier for you. You don't need to waste more time, looking at workout plan, looking at fitness plan. And if you're someone in your 30s, the last thing you want is keep wasting your energy, keep wasting your time. You're getting old, bro. You're getting old, and you know that your life only is going to improve once you start mastering yourself, once you start mastering your body and achieve the physique that you truly deserve, the physique that you can picture in your head. Guess what? It's available to you. And it's not only about, tools that people are promoting on social media and internet. It's not only about workouts. It's only about diet. It's more about what's going on in your head. So the first mindset shift that you need to make is to understand that it's going to be a lifestyle. You see, the issue with most guys I coach is they always approach fitness as a phase. They want to get in shape for certain events, for a certain type of vacation, or they think it's like a challenge that you're gonna make it in 8 weeks, or 3 months, or 75 hard. In this game, long-term consistency will always beat short-term intensity. It's not about the few week thing. It's not about a few months. You have to understand that it's gonna be a commitment for life. And guys, I've been in this game for 8 years. It's not like when you get the physique you want, or like when you get certain that you just stop and go back to your old life. If you just stop and go back to your old habits, well, you're gonna get your old shape again, and you will have to always stay in that cycle of like starting, restarting, and it's endless. Once I realized that it's gonna require full commitment from myself, not only today, but tomorrow, but in 10 years, in 20 years, in 50 years. This is the lifestyle, guys. So instead of asking, how can I get result fast? Because we all know if we're chasing quick results, it's not sustainable. When you start to think of what is sustainable long term, that's when the game will start to become easy for you. And the way you want to think about it is ask yourself, what habits I can repeat every single day to make that journey easy? And guys, after working with different guys and being on my journey myself, I realized that if you can't follow a set of some specific habits, there's only five of them that you need on a daily basis to follow. If you're able to stay consistent with those simple but yet crucial habits, you're gonna achieve any transformation that you can picture. That's how I think about it. It's like you just need some system in place, and those same habits you need to repeat them day after days. And all of the guys that I work with, those 5 habits are the core foundation of the program. And if you want to have access to them, just go and message me on Instagram habits, and I share those habits with you because they are essentials. You cannot achieve physical transformation without those habits. It's like foundation of a house. You're not gonna build like a tower if you don't have proper foundation, and those habits are going to be the foundation for your fitness transformation. So you need them in place. So go and DM me the word habits, and I'll share with you what are the 5 habits, non-negotiables, that you must implement right now and live by every single day to build your physique. It's all about having certain systems in place. So, as I said, you have to understand it's gonna be like a lifestyle. Doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice your work or like your relationships, but understand that whether it's losing weight, building muscle, or just maintaining your physique, you'll have to have some standards in place. And those habits are going to be your standards. So you're gonna need to live by them every day. We're gonna say more on that. As I say, if you want to have access to them, just go and shoot me a message on Instagram. But first flip in your head. Understand it's gonna be like lifetime. It's gonna be a lifetime commitment, not a 3 days, not a weekly things, not a monthly things, but you will need to breathe and live by fitness. Yes, of course, you're gonna need some help on how to structure your days, with work, with fitness, and etc. And this is why people have coaches, right? So that's something if you need help with, I can also provide. You can shoot me a message on Instagram. But a second mindset shift that you need is to understand that you're gonna have good days and you're gonna have bad days. Guys, if I tell you that I've been in this game for like 8 years, that's a lot of days. It's a lot of months. Don't you think like at some points I had to face some challenges? Do you really think like in 8 years, it was easy? No. There's definitely some days where you feel like everything is going your way, everything is flowing naturally. But there are days where it feels tough mentally, or like you're gonna have to deal with some shit with your life, whether it's with work, whether it's with your family, whether it's with yourself as well. You can have a bad night of sleep, then fuck up your mood for the next day. But the guy who made it in this game are the guy who's showing up despite what they're experiencing. As we say, you need to learn to rise above your challenges. Understand that any challenges that you're gonna face is for your best interest, because the challenges are just part of the way. You're not unlucky because you're facing something. You're not unlucky because life is not going your way. It's meant for you to be there because this is what is going to build the mindset. Again, when you understand it's a long-term game and challenges are going to be parts of the game, you just need to approach them as, okay, it's still like, a day, it's still like a challenge, but like, what is still in my control? Can I still showing up for myself? Can I leave my mood on the side? Can I process with logic and based on the guy I want to become versus letting my emotions and my moods or like any challenge I'm facing dictate my next step? Because a lot of guys are failing in this game because whenever life is sending a little bit of challenge, whenever life gets shaky a bit, they give up. They think they're unlucky. They think like, oh, they don't deserve it. Bro, this is part of the fucking game. Okay? Stop being a bitch and complaining that life is not going your way. You still have to show up for yourself. Everyone can make it when it's a good day. But the guy who succeeds in this game still show up when it feels tough. Even when it's tough mentally. Like guys, when I was living in Canada, like it was winter. Like winter is fucking crazy in Canada. And there were days why like you feel like it's mentally tough to show up for the gym. There is like storm outside, there's a lot of snow. You're never gonna feel like it. But yet you still show up because you understand that that is the move that your best self will make. Show up when things are not easy. You had a bad day at work, you have a stressful day. You're not gonna just reach out for the convenient food because it's gonna make you feel good. If you do that, bro, you're gonna set up yourself for failure. So learn to process your emotion. Learn to show up even when it feels tough. Because you know what? You're not unlucky, guy. Everyone is experiencing the same thing. Like there's 8 billion of people living in this planet. Like, do you really think that you are just the one who's unlucky? No. You're just like, a normal guy in this life. And everyone, like, is facing good days. Everyone is facing bad days. That's something you just have to accept. But yet, never let that stop you and keep showing up no matter what. Once you're gonna flip that switch in your head and understand that, hey, it's just part of the game, I just need to do what has to be done. That's it. This is why, again, I break it down into 5 simple habits that you must follow every day. Because no matter what's happening, you still have to follow those habits because it's just the way to make it fitness simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Just even when it's tough, you just have to show up. It's easier said than done, but this is what is required. And the last thing you need to change with your mindset is to realize that you cannot be the good guy anymore. You cannot be the nice guy. When I was overweight, something that I felt like kept me stuck for a long time is I was just willing to give my energy to people a lot. Like I was a people pleaser. In this journey, you have to make some sacrifices because it's gonna take some commitment for you. There's like some habits that you must follow every single day. But it's just very easy to fuck up things because you wanna please certain people. If your friends keep calling you, like, bro, okay, let's eat with us. Let's go for a drink. If you only say yes, well, guess what? It's gonna slow down from reaching your goals. You'll have to spend some time with yourself. You'll have to say no to some things. Doesn't mean that you have to stop being a social guy. This is not the point. But you have to stop giving your time and your energy to everyone when they want you. You need to set some boundaries, bro. Because a people pleaser will only think about other people and not about himself. And you always feel like you're behind. If everyone is calling you, let's have this food together, let's go for you, and you say yes, well, guess what? You're not gonna reach your full potential, bro. You need to set some boundaries. You need to learn to say no to people. Yes, it might not feel fun all the time, but this is a requirement. And something I learned is if someone is not supporting of your journey, if you share with your friends that, hey, I cannot make it today, I need to focus on that first because it's my priority, those guys will always blame you. Be like, okay, bro, you're not who you used to be in the past. You changed a lot. But guess what? deep down, they know they also have to make a change, and they just don't want to make it. Their mindset is holding them back, or they're just lazy. And deep down, it hurt them to see someone like you leveling up. So actually, take it as a good sign. If people around you feel like showing you resistance from doing what you know you should be doing, that just means they're not meant to be there, bro. And you need to upgrade your environments, right? Can't be the nice guy anymore, bro. Can't be a people pleaser. You have to put yourself first. Sounds selfish, but it's actually selfless, because when you prioritize yourself and you give your everything into your growth and you invest in your personal development, you're gonna show up as a better person for the people that you love. So it's actually a way to show that you care about them. Because guess what? Now when I show up with my friend, they see my physique, they see my discipline, they ask for advice. They see me as an inspiration. Not just another cool guy who's just gonna go out and drink. Because I'm not doing them a favor by always saying yes to all of this junk and all of this alcohol. So put yourself first. Stop fucking being the nice guy. No one is making it by being a nice guy, bro. Set some boundaries, set your limits, and understand that this is how you're gonna get the success that you want. So there's probably a lot to say when it comes to mindness, but guys, this is a good point to start. You don't need more diet, don't need more information, more workout. You need to flip something in your head. So start with those 3 shifts. First one, understand it's gonna be a lifetime commitments. 2, understand there's gonna be good days and bad days. And 3, can't be the fucking nice guy anymore. So if you feel like you need some help with your fitness, that's what I do best, man. I've achieved a decent transformation for myself. I help a lot of guys in their journey, and fitness has no secret for me anymore. Just reach out on Instagram, send me a DM, send me transformation or habits if you just want to have those 5 habits I share with my clients. But guys, 2026, man, if you've been wasting time in your 30s, bro, you're sick of spinning your wheels, it's time to get some help. It's time to make it, bro, and just invest in yourself. This is gonna be the best investment you're gonna make in your entire life. You're gonna look back and not regret the guy you're gonna become. Let's go. We are just here enjoying the ocean, Bali. It's time for a workout. Let's go, bro.